Hello everyone. This is a unconventional video that I'm making. Unconventional, I don't know, but not the usual, I guess. Um and very much not the highest quality, but I don't care. I feel like I didn't register that it's 2026 and that we've entered a new year and like we're almost halfway through January even once again and like what is going on? What is going on? So, in order to kind of like wrap my head around the fact that it's 2026 and I've entered the new year, and I feel like 2025 was a good year in the sense that like I lived, you know. I feel like there has been years where I just like flew by and like survived and like I have no clue what happened. This one I really feel like a lot happened in order to go into the new year fully and like be present and realize what time I'm in, what day I'm on, and what where I am, you know? Um and I've been wanting to live my years more mindfully. Even though I'm a type A girl, okay? I have a calendar. I have my Apple calendar. I have a physical calendar. I have a little mini calendar. I have the calendar on my lock screen. Like, I'd be planning, okay? But I feel like I'm just like a feather flowing through wind, you know? I don't really know what's going on and I feel like time passes super quickly without me even realizing while I'm like packing my schedule and I don't really know what happens and I feel like I don't want to do that anymore. I want to know what I did in a year, know what I achieved, what happened, and like. So I have been procrastinating doing this. I've been like way too tired and lazy to do it, but I did it today. Here is like the page. I don't want you guys to read it. I mean, it's not nothing like personal or like confidential, but I kind of did like a sticker page of 2026 here, and I wrote like I kind of drew myself. I don't know if you can see. I drew myself and I put a little crown on it. I don't know, for the gist of it. And I kind of wrote like a two-page bullet list in like the past tense as if it's like January 2027 and 2026 has just passed and um I've already done these things that I want to do this year. And it is a very long list to be fair. So wait, I'll show you. Here's the first page and I wrote up until here. And then after that, I wrote myself a one-page letter. I've never done that before. I'm gonna start doing it. It was a very impulse decision. I didn't really think about it before, but I think that was good. It was kind of like 2027 January version of me doesn't exist yet, so it's like a fetus, like a baby, you know. Um, Not that a fetus is a baby. Fuck that. But you know what I mean. Like it doesn't exist yet, so I'm like the older girl giving advice. Like I kind of like did it in the way that I'm giving advice to my future self, basically. And I think it will be interesting for me to see in like let's say 10 years what I wished for 2026, even 1 year. Next year I'll do the same video, I promise. Um to see what actually happened and so I wrote down 2026 and which date and location this list was written at because I will not be living here next year. So sad. I've been living here for 4 years and I wanted to remember where exactly I was writing it and I know I will. The first one is I got into a master's at the university I want to apply at in Amsterdam. I really want that. I'm pretty confident that will happen this year. I don't want to seem cocky, but I am confident that I will get into a master's. Um, but I wrote it in like a past tense, so I got into a master's degree. I moved into a beautiful house in Amsterdam with my boyfriend. I graduated from my bachelor's. Yeah, yeah. I also am very confident these two things. I feel like I started off very like concrete plans and then moved into dreams and aspirations. I graduated from my bachelor's. I started posting on YouTube. Here I am doing it already. And Substack. I did not know what Substack was up until 2 days ago. I watched it on like a YouTube video and she was talking about it. And I was like, what is Substack? And I literally like made an account and I already posted two things already. Please follow me. Please subscribe to me on Substack. So I started posting on YouTube and Substack, and I feel free in my creativity. I wrote that because I really want to feel not constrained when I'm being creative. I don't give a fuck. Like, I just want to do what makes me happy. Special shout out to my best friend right now. I spent lots of time, especially quality time with Linny. I love you, Linny. Um, she's my best friend. Um, I want to spend more time with her this year, also because halfway through this year we're not going to be living in the same city, and that makes me extremely sad to think about. I made and created good and strong friendships. I know that I'm going to be oh sorry. I'm going to be starting a new master's degree, like a new degree, and I am also moving cities. And even though I have like my boyfriend Floris with me, I'm going to need to make friends. So, um I also want to make good friends from uni there. I've grown closer with good people I already am friends with. I realized that that is also even more important to me than making new friends, growing closer and like strengthening my friendships with people I'm already friends with. Um, or like starting out to be friends with, and like I want to grow those friendships. I've gotten healthier and got rid of my insulin resistance. In the summer, I got hit with a diagnosis of insulin resistance and hypoglycemia, which means that my sugar raises really fast and it drops really fast. So since August, I've been currently very actively trying to get rid of that and reverse it with diet and exercise and medicine. And I already feel like I'm succeeding. So I want to finish that next year. I graduated from therapy. This is what I've been like. I thought I was going to graduate from therapy last year. Did not happen. But this year, and my therapist said it too with her 2026 aspirations for me. She said, I hope to have you graduated next year. And that's what I want to. Um, I've saved some money, around 1,000 euros, hopefully. I've been trying to live frugally and stingy. This kind of also ties into I want to live more sustainably. I want to buy more reusable things, and like I want to reduce my food waste. I want to reduce my belongings and the things that I consume, and like finish food at home. There's food at home, girl. Um, next, I've got the scholarship for my masters. I'm gonna enter like a scholarship exam. I did get a scholarship for my undergraduate, my bachelor's degree, so I'm hoping to get one for my master's as well. It would help me and my family out a lot. I read at least 5 books this year. I read 3 books last year, and I know you are looking at me right now and you're like, girl, 3 books is nothing. And I know, okay, I know. But I used to be a kid and I used to fall asleep with like the book on my chest like this, and I would wake up with it and keep reading. So I was a bookworm. I was obsessed. And I lost that because reading became more about academia and uni, and like I have to read for my exam more than pleasure. So I'm trying to regain that this year. And I did read 3 books this year. I read Normal People, I read Bunny, and I read My Year of Rest and Relaxation. So I'm gonna like I will probably hopefully read more than 5, but I'm setting my goal of just 5, 2 more, so I'm not putting too much on my plate. Um, I've grown closer with my brother, especially, and my parents, plus family, like extended family as well. I'm already pretty close to my brother and my family, my parents, but you can always grow closer. Um, I made changes to my physical appearance that make me feel even more like myself. I mean this in the way that is, I've been dabbling with the idea of dyeing my hair again. I might dye my hair navy blue, so keep an eye out for that. I want to not be afraid to be myself and like experiment with my physical appearance as well. I feel like I've grown scared of it. I've grown closer and felt even more in love with Flores. That's my boyfriend. Um, yeah, enough said. Um, and we decorated our house that feels like a home in Amsterdam. I'm really excited for that. I'm excited to live with my boyfriend. I learned a lot of Dutch and I'm at a comfortable A2 level, progressing through B1. I traveled lots with Flores, my family, and his family, and possibly that my first solo travel. I had never thought about this before, but as I was writing it, I was like, I want to put solo travel in there too. Because I'm going to be 22 this year. Even though I have traveled from place to place alone before, I've never been on a vacation by myself. So that's some of the aspirations this year. I was so happy and content. I expanded my knowledge of music and movies. I've been on a movie kick lately. I watched a lot of movies this year. Also, follow my letterbox. It's also on my profile. Please watch lots of diverse and different movies at the cinema. I love the cinema. I love the cinema. I love watching movies in my bed, comfy, but I also love the cinema and I want to go to it more. I wasn't afraid to be myself. I was in the moment and present. I also read books in Turkish and improved in the language. Turkish is my first language and my mother tongue. And even though I still speak it, it's not like I've lost my Turkish. I feel like I've lost like high quality Turkish and like the grammar. So I think reading more in Turkish would really help me with that. So I want to do that this year too. I'm now a certified barista and I got a cool job as one. My parents for New Year's gave me some money to go to a barista workshop because nobody is hiring you unless you've worked as a barista or you have like the certification for it. And why not? And I'm going to move to Amsterdam and I would rather have a barista job than any other job. So, I got better at football and scored 3 goals. You're saying to me 3 goals is nothing. I only scored once in my life, okay? And I started football exactly 1 year ago, January. Exactly 1 year ago, I started football. And I want to get better and possibly score 3 goals in this next year. I'm interning at Amnesty Netherlands. Stay tuned for that. I'm really working on that one. Go closer with my football team at the team I'm at right now, and found a great team that fits me in Amsterdam as well. And the one I just last wrote is live more sustainably. And that's kind of my resolutions. Not resolutions, but what I want 2026 to be filled with. And then of course after that I wrote my letter. I'm happy. Thank you 2025. I feel like it was a difficult one, but I feel like a completely new and different person than I was a year ago. I can't believe I'm 21. I can't believe I'm gonna be turning 22 this year. I'm having fun. I love my life. I want to keep loving my life. If you're watching this, thank you. I hope it made you feel better or inspired you, or I don't know. And thank you to myself because I know next year I'll be watching this. Happy 2026, guys. Enjoy your year. Have a good one.